If you want to binge, you'll have layers of emotions of crap. So you start off the day, you might start off the day really good. Cup of coffee, start off great, you're eating your eggs, you're eating your oatmeal. It's pretty good.
Always
and then you go to lunch, and you got your chicken salad, and some broccoli.
Always.
Maybe a little potato on the sides. You're eating clean, you're feeling
Don't
good.
overdo it.
You're feeling really good. Feeling really good about the day. And then, BAM! Your boss tells you that you suck.
Damn.
Or you get an emergency call from your mom, tells you that
She likes your sister better than you. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why is
That's
that
so
though? Like
emotional. One emotion.
Yeah.
You're upset. You're so upset. So then you go home. What do?
Roll up them sleeves.
Then you roll the sleeves. Then you got another emotion stacked on another. Then you feel guilty. Now you want to overdo it and try and over-exercise. Damn, I'll
Guilt
show my
sandwich.
mom. Guilty. And then you got another one. Another layer of emotions. Then you go to bed feeling upset.
It's a fat sub sandwich right here.
And then you get it the next day. You try and undereat to make up for it.
And then what?
And then you end up overeating again because you're so hungry.
Dang it.
Another one on top of each other. And then you try and make up for it by doing more cardio.
Ugh.
Then you find out that you burn yourself out and you just eat more. You got more layers
And
of
that
crap.
also the cardio leads to the I earned this as well.
Yes, I earned this. So
that definitely
convince yourself with the reward system again. Why?
That's a good question.
It's usually the blame goes on to someone else as to, well, this person caused me to do this. Or I had a bad day. My mom caused me to do this. My brother caused me to do this. You caused me to do this. Oh, the matzo crackers.
Yeah.
Gotta eat the crackers.
Is it though like a lack of self-control?
They're just eating their emotions.
But where does the lack of self-control like come in? Because a lot of people describe it like I blacked out or like I just saw red, I don't know. Like explain that to me. Like at what point does it click in where you're not like this is like an out-of-body experience?
It's usually the description of I couldn't stop eating, but then they try and cover it up with I hit my macros. Next thing I knew, I ate my fridge. To binge, it takes a long time to binge.
True.
Like, it takes like a good probably hour or 2 hours, maybe a whole night. You don't just forget.
And nobody's really doing it on foods that are like really difficult to chew. Nobody's doing that with like carrots. Like
No.
imagine if you just tried.
You binge on broccoli.
So much chewing.
So much chewing. I'm going to binge on chicken.
Man,
Could you
nobody
binge on
does
fish?
that.
Would you binge on fish?
Oh my god.
It'd be all chewy, like. If you feel like you're having a binging tendency, try and binge on fish, and I guarantee you vomit. And once you get to the point of vomiting,
Oh my.
to where you're sick, you don't want to eat again.
Isn't that though the principle that some trainers do that on? Like you have a half an hour to eat whatever you want.
Yes.
All of these
Cheat days.
awful habits.
Cheat days. You have 2 hours to eat as much as you can. So they stuff themselves so much. But they realize that it ends up turning that person into like a bad eating disorder. Binging is really can mess people up psychologically. It can lead to a lot of guilt, and then it leads to a lot of punishment the day after. People try and make up for it the next day by doing more cardio and excessive cardio, punishing themselves, or if they binge, they convince themselves that it's okay to do and that they deserve this. They deserve that pint of ice cream or gallon or half gallon. They deserve the whole thing of pizza, or they deserve the pumpkin pie.
Don't you think that's usually from a really strict dieting practice, the like I deserve it thing? Do you think it more is like a mindset?
It's like a
that
reward
goes with,
system,
yeah.
pleasure seeking. A lot of emotions are involved with binge eating where something happens in their day or in their life, so they resort to food to seek for pleasure, and then it ends up being that they are still upset anyway, even after the food's eaten, and it heightens it even more, and then you're just feeling really, really bad about yourself for eating that, and you feel really mad at what's going on that caused or the emotion that made you do this, or blame you put on it.
On top of everything. The moral of the story is dig into your emotions and stop relating them to food in every way, because that's pretty much what people do, is just equate whatever emotion they're feeling. And really, when you stop and think about that, it makes zero sense. Like, oh, I got a flat tire, so I'm gonna go eat everything under the sun. Like, why does it all boil down?
Hard.
If once your brain goes to like that negative spot, everything that happens on top of it, you perceive as negative. Where there's probably a lot of positive things going on in the middle, but you don't see those because your brain is just locked on to negative, everything, piling, like the sub sandwich of guilt.
It's like a giant triple decker
negativity and guilt
negativity,
and
then you end up eating it. So then you just eat. So good.
So you ate that too.
So I ate that too. So then you're just in a pile of WTF. So the whole moral of the story is don't eat food to cover up the emotions, okay? Go do something else. Punch a pillow.
Walk
or
away
your dad.
from the
Just
kitchen.
walk away.
For
Just
heaven's
walk away.
sakes, if you feel upset, don't hang out in your kitchen. Good things do not happen
No,
there.
don't do
Magic
it.
is not made in the kitchen when you're upset.
Don't do it.
Go for a walk.
Maybe go shopping.
In the backyard, garden.
Stop binging. Stop letting things affect your life with a resort to food. And live your life. Get results. Have fun. Live, love, laugh.
Amazing.